What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. It is week 6, baby, and we are doing the first look lineup video, as you guys know, early in the week. Tuesdays or Wednesdays like today, whatever, we come in and we build a first look lineup together. We pretty much just talk about the guys that we're putting in the first look lineup. We don't get too in depth with position by position. Come Friday, we do position by position. We do the full slate breakdown. This right here is going to get you started on what I believe to be an amazing way to attack the slate. And then as more studying and stuff goes on and more news comes out by Friday, we'll be able to break the slate down even better. All right, so with that being said, let's talk about what we got for this slate today. Um, First and foremost, at quarterback, the way that I'm really liking this week is going to be Justin Fields. Obviously, Justin Fields has that rushing ability and gives you that solid floor with just what he could do with his feet. But this matchup's great against Minnesota, and I always talk about correlation, right? I always talk about what do you have to run it back with, right? Justin Jefferson's going to miss this game with a hamstring issue. By the way, Justin Jefferson ruined my cashing streak in week 5, down to just accept that fact and admit it. But Justin Jefferson ended up having a dreadful game, dealt with a hamstring at the end, only got like 5 DraftKings points, and held me back from cashing what should have been an easy cash day had Jefferson had a normal day. And that's DFS. That's why you use bankroll management and you stick with it. You know, we would have won again and kept that cash streak going, but Jefferson had an off game, and that's what you can't control in this game. All you could do is put as much effort as you can in, study as much as you can, and then hope that nobody gets injured and hope that everybody plays the way they're expected to play and don't have off days or whatever. But with that being said, with Jefferson out, we've got some value receiving on the Minnesota side. And there's a couple guys that I'm going to put in this lineup just to, it really correlates things. Jordan Addison and Osborne. With Justin Jefferson out, there is so much usage available on Minnesota. Minnesota throws like 70% of the time. All they do is throw. They could run a bit more this week with Jefferson out, but honestly, I think they just keep the game plan. I think they throw a good bit. I think you're going to see a lot of KJ. You're definitely going to see a lot of Addison. Both of these guys are really well priced and make for solid run back for Justin Fields. Oh, sorry. So, um, Kirk Cousins is somebody that you can think about, but honestly, Fields at 7-3 with his rushing ability and still playing from behind at home in Chicago. Cousins is losing his number one target in um, why am I blanking? Jefferson. So with him losing his number one target in Jefferson, that's a downgrade to Cousins a bit. So I'm going to go the Justin Fields side. I'm going to pair him up with DJ Moore, and then I'm going to run it back with Jordan Addison and KJ Osborne on a pass-heavy Minnesota squad with no Justin Jefferson. I feel like this is a great way to first attack the slate. Next up, we have Mostert. Mostert is going to be a fantastic option this week because A-Chain, the rookie, is going to miss. We had A-Chain in week 5, had an amazing week. But he is going to miss this week, I believe, and Mostert is going to be the number one guy at 6'4". Love Mostert being that number one guy here in this one with A-Chain out. He's a fantastic option and a very favored matchup against Carolina. I also like the Miami defense, and that correlates well with the run game. So yeah, as I'm recording this, A-Chain has been placed on injured reserve. So that is fantastic for Mostert. Mostert's going to eat. Don't overthink this one. It's a pretty easy decision. Next up, Kyren Williams for the Rams going against Arizona. Another spot where a team is favored big time in this position. A touchdown favorite, which means the run script is going to be heavy in this one. Kyren Williams, we could see multiple touchdowns out of him, a good bit of touches, and a fantastic game overall. So Mostert, Kyren Williams, fantastic options. Justin Fields paired up with DJ Moore, running it back with Osborne and Addison with no Jefferson on a pass-heavy squad. Great way to start this lineup out. Now, at tight end, I'm just going to go a high-usage guy in a great spot, Logan Thomas against Atlanta. They are underdogs, so they should be playing from behind. They should be having to pass a bit. Logan Thomas is a big targeted guy on this offense at only 3.5. He really sticks out to me there. Next up, at utility, I really like Adam Thielen this week. Carolina is playing from behind. they're going to need to do nothing but throw. And while I love the Dolphins defense, I think the Dolphins defense does a fantastic job against Carolina. I think Adam Thielen alone off his target share and the amount of targets and catches he gets just trying to play catch up in this one, throwing the ball 80% of the time, Adam Thielen's a fantastic choice, and I'm going to stick with him. Full point PPR, especially on DraftKings, he's a fantastic option. And at 3-8 remaining, it leaves us with the Dolphins defense. I talked about the Dolphins defense. That's the way I want to go with this one. Dolphins are my favorite defense. They're just so favored in this one. They correlate with Mostert. I think the Dolphins get up big. Carolina's throwing a ton to try to catch up, and that in turn causes turnovers. And a lot of times when teams are playing from behind and they're having to air it out and they're having to take chances, that turns into pick sixes. That turns into a whole bunch of fantasy points for that defense. So I really like the Dolphins defense. I think they do damage against Carolina in this one at 3-5. All right. So that's Justin Fields, Raheem Mostert, Kyron Williams, Jordan Addison, KJ Osborne, DJ Moore, Logan Thomas, Adam Thielen, and Dolphins defense. Thank y'all for joining me as always. First look lineup, looking sexy, excited for week 6. Let's absolutely dominate. Thank y'all for joining me, and I'm out. Peace.